Welcome back into the blend. Jen's joining us this morning, the Courtyard at Loves Park. Thank you so much for being here. We love having you on. And it is nearly opening time.
I know.
How exciting is it for you guys that the building's nearly done? Folks are going to start moving in right around the corner.
So excited. We're just chomping at the bit to get in there and start living there and having our offices there and having residents move in.
I'm sure it's going to be so much fun. And you guys, once again, we're talking about a little bit of fun. That's kind of the base of being at Courtyard, the care, the fun, the community behind the facility. What are some of the things that folks can look forward to if they do decide that, hey, senior living doesn't look too bad, I want to kind of live around and be social? And what are some of the fun things that you guys have planned for residents?
Yep, so we'll have a lot of bingo, we'll have mahjong, we'll have...
Mahjong, not on a computer. I was like, this sounds amazing.
So I've actually learned that there's a difference between American and Chinese mahjong. So yes, we will have American mahjong, and then we would love to learn Chinese also.
That would be very cool.
Yes. Bingo, different people coming in and talking about historical things. We'll be doing woodworking, arts and crafts, just pretty much anything that our residents and people would love to do, and we'll bring it in.
Those leisure hobbies are a great thing to get to be able to do once you do retire, once you have that laid back kind of lifestyle, and senior living really lends to that. People might not realize it, but there is so much need for connection as folks age, and you guys are able to provide that in a real way.
We are. So yeah, the National Institute on Aging reported that being socially isolated gives, 15 cigarettes a day. That's equivalent to. So being socially isolated, especially for an extended period of time, just brings down your morale, brings down your emotional support. So you really need to connect with other people. So we're there to provide that.
And it's hard to sometimes, I get it. Even as you're going through life, finding the space and the time to see people and loved ones can be difficult. And especially if you've had family members that have passed or they have moved to different areas, it gets even more challenging. But you guys are really great about making sure that that is not a barrier of having fun, a barrier of just connecting with folks. And you got a lot of really fun events right away. I hear some comedy is in store as well.
There is, yes. So we're going to have comedian Todd Hunt come in on Friday. We're offering lunch at 11:30, and then we'll have him actually do his comedic act starting at noon at our sales center. So it's going to be about remembering when, so talking about the old times and living in small town America. So it's going to be hilarious. So we're very excited.
And a good preview of what folks can really expect all the time once Courtyard is up and running and people are moving in.
Yes.
So for that event, where is it going to be taking place?
At our sales center, so at 6710 Broadcast Parkway in Loves Park. So right across the street from our new building. So when you're there at the sales center, if this seems like a possibility and something you might be interested in, you could always schedule a tour, at our new community once we're giving tours, or you could schedule it and just do it at our sales center.
How soon are those tours going to be happening? Because it's like the finishing touches on the construction that it is almost ready for folks to live.
So the week of June 15th, we're going to start offering tours.
Okay, so go and laugh, enjoy the comedian, get all the information you need. And then once you get to mid-June, go and actually see the facility once they are finishing all those tiny little touches. Any reason would I need to RSVP, or can I just show up to the comedian?
RSVPing is so much better. Just because then I can make sure that I have the right amount of pizza and food and salad.
Pizza, food, and salad? I know. What? We're getting snacks while we attend and we laugh. It is going to be so much fun.
That's part of that social aspect. Like, that's what we really strive for is, conversing and having that social connection over food and then over laughter, and that's just a huge preview of what we offer at our community.
Seriously, I was like, this sounds like you're giving people a really up-close example of what they're going to experience if and when they choose to live in Courtyard. So if I do have a lot of questions, if I'm like, oh, what is the cost? What is the term? All those types of questions, you guys can easily answer that there at the event or just set up an appointment. Best way for people to get in contact with you.
So the best way to get in contact with us is either calling 815-420-0384 or going to our website at thelovespark.com.
Okay, there's the info there for you on the screen,
Courtyard
folks.
at lovespark.com.
Yes, you got the phone number, you got the address, you got the email as well if you want to send one to Jen. And this is all going to be a brand new community for folks that don't know. This is not just we're renovating an old one. From the ground, it has been built and customized to really cater to what we've been talking about, the fun of communal living.
Correct.
And it's hard to say fun of communal living because people don't necessarily associate it with that, but it really is. How is that kind of the key for you guys to have that social connection and make it a really meaningful experience so it's not just a place that you live?
We realize that living by yourself, you feel like you're missing out, like you were saying,
Yeah.
that your friends and loved ones start moving away and passing away. So with bringing in and building that community in our building just makes you have so much more connection, and you live a better life. You have more longevity.
Absolutely. So if you are interested, if what we're saying is appealing to you, because it sounds super fun, that comedy on May 22nd, taking a look back at the nostalgia, and then also just learning more in general about Courtyard, head to the website once again, thecourtyard@lovespark.com. You can give them a phone call, set up an appointment to learn more. You have that Founders Club membership as well. You got people who kind of already pick and choose out of those units, so no pressure.
Right.
There is no pressure at all. There's no sales pitch. They just want you to come and learn, but also give you the chance to really experience what it's going to be like and set you up that if you do want something specific, you guys are really good about helping folks with that.
Very well. Yeah, we're very comfortable in easing you into it, answering any kind of questions you have, just being very non-pushing. It's very just come in, answer questions, and if we're the right community, then we'll set you on the way and tell you how to move on in.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you,
You
Maggie.
can start those tours mid